Hello everyone, welcome to another session of Learning with me. We are discussing the concepts of child development pedagogy for the CTET or the state teacher eligibility test exams. And now we have started with the socialization process. In that we looked into the introduction in the previous video. If you have missed it, please get back to that video to get an understanding about this concept. Now we are getting into the second part, that is, we are going to discuss about the types and agents of socialization in this video. So now looking at the types, okay, we have we have nearly five types of socialization which we are going to discuss. We'll be seeing one by one. The first thing which we are going to see is primary socialization, and this types of socialization was given by the person Ian Robertson. Okay, so Ian Robertson gave this types of socialization in his book Sociology in the year 1977. Okay, he says that every individual will undergo all these types of socialization for sure in his or her lifetime. So first, when we look into the primary socialization, we'll be able to see that many sociologists like Sigmund Freud, Piaget, and Herbert Mead, Charles Cooley, everybody have contributed to this. And this is said to be the basic, or you can say it is the fundamental type of socialization. Okay, that is, it takes place in the early period of a human's life. So in the first few years, okay, it takes place in the early years of a newborn individual, you can say. So in this, you can see that there is going to be the understanding of language, about their cognitive skills, okay, their emotional ties, and how they develop a certain perspective. So all these things are going to be there. It starts with the family, okay. Primary socialization, you can say, it starts with the family, and then how the children are taught how to bond, how to create relationships, and how to understand others, and about the trust, togetherness, and all these things are being dealt in the concept of primary socialization. Okay, so all these are going to help them to understand about the right and the wrong behavior first. So this is the primary socialization. The next one is the secondary socialization. When you talk about the secondary socialization, it talks about the effort of the institutions. It talks about the effort of the institutions, or you can say it as going to be a kind of formal settings. Okay, something wherein it is done formally in a school or in their workplace or somewhere, which happens in the second part, like outside the family. So when whatever social training is received by an individual outside the family, that is going to be secondary socialization. It also involves the peer group. Okay, so it also involves the peer group here. So all these are the secondary. So primary within the family, secondary is beyond the family. The next one is called anticipatory socialization. So anticipatory, when do you say you anticipate something? Somewhere you feel that it might happen. So you get into a new place, or you get into a new group. So you want to get adjusted, or you want to feel accommodated in that group. Then what you are going to do is you're going to try to learn about their culture. You try to incorporate that culture into your own personal life. Okay, so beyond the primary and the secondary socialization which we saw, this is where you are socializing into groups wherein mm, you want to get attached to. Okay, so for example, if a person feels that he wants to join the military, okay, join the army, then what will he do? He will surely do a lot of physical training. so that he gets fit and he gets into it. Okay, likewise, whichever place you want to go, for that you train yourself. Okay, so that kind of socialization is called anticipatory. Anticipate, you are trying, you're anticipating something. Okay, that is your anticipatory socialization. The fourth type is developmental socialization. Developmental socialization, I would say, it is some extension. Okay, so wherein you as an adult, okay, you want to enhance certain skills which were learnt already. Okay, you're trying to enhance certain skills and knowledge which you had previously, and you want to develop little more on it. That is called as developmental socialization. So you're learning little more on the previously developed beliefs, values, or norms to reach a new level of socialization. Okay, the next one is re-socialization. This is the final type. Re-socialization means you are trying to delete something which is already there. Okay, you had certain qualities which you want to remove, and then you are replacing it with something else. Okay, so you are changing yourself completely. You're changing yourself completely. You're deleting the old pattern of socializing. Okay, you're deleting some old patterns and you're substituting them with new ones. So these are the types of socialization. Let's look into all at once. So primary socialization, it takes place within the family. Here it takes place outside the family, or you can say it is going to be formal. Anticipatory socialization, it means wherein you are trying to get into a new group, so you want to learn new skills. Okay, you want to learn new skills or values or norms. Developmental socialization, you are trying to enhance the old skills which you already know. And re-socialization is where you are replacing something, you are substituting something, or you are deleting certain old methods of socialization which you had with something new. Okay, so these are the types. Next, we are going to see about the agents of socialization. So when we need to socialize, there are many people, there are many, we talk about family, institution, all these things take a major role. So these things are called the agents. Okay, that is, these people are responsible. These people are going to be responsible for the socialization. Okay, the first thing would be family. As we even saw in the types, primary, it is family. Okay, so when we talk about family, it can include parents, siblings, grandparents, your aunts, uncles, everywhere. And you can see that they are the first group which helps us to socialize. They help us to communicate, okay, with the outside world, and they help us to understand how the outside world works. Okay, and you can see that they teach them the difference between the strangers and who their own family is, and about the cultures. You learn about the culture, and then you learn even obedience from the family only. So all these things are being got from the family. So this is the first agent, I would say. The second one is the school. School is the first thing which happens outside the family for any child. Okay, because the school, it stresses more on working together. It helps us to learn to collaborate with people. So you learn to cooperate with your peers. Okay, you are given some roles and responsibilities wherein you are going to be taught even the leadership skills of how to do a teamwork. All these things are being focused on at the school level. The next one is the community or the neighborhood. So after your school, you come automatically and mingle with people around you, your friends, your peers who are like around your house, around your neighborhood. So community, it will give a sense of identity, a sense of belongingness. Where do you belong to? So they say these group of people from this particular area, they hail and they have these common factors, these common features. Okay, so they help you to understand. You have your role models as adults, wherein you look at them and you try to uh, imitate what they are doing. Okay, this is from your community and the neighborhood. The next one is your peers. So peers is when you see people of your own age. Okay, your own age, or you can say your similar social status. Okay, you learn how to talk, how to behave. Like with your peers, you understand, you explore the identities of your friends, and you try to give a new definition to your own identity. So all these are being done by the peers. Okay, because as children grow, they love to spend more time with their peers than with their family. The next agent of socialization would be mass media. Okay, mass media, yes, it now you can say that mass media has a major role in socialization. It is having a greater impact because people look into the mass media and learn a lot from that. They learn about the various cultures, beliefs, values, norms, and everything. They also learn how to and how not to live from the mass media, because they are exposed to the outside world too much through the mass media. And the next one is going to be the religion. Yes, when you go to the outside world to socialize, you can see that you are exposed to a variety of religion, and particularly in a country like India, we can say that we have diverse culture, we have diverse religions also. So here you can say that here both formal and informal socialization takes place. Okay, you see that you have various religions being followed, so wherein you learn patriarchy, and then you learn mutual respect, tolerance, spiritualism, individualism and collectivism. Learn unity in diversity, how to be traditional with the modern culture also being implemented. So all these are being learned through religion. The next one is another important thing, that is the government. Okay, government plays a major role because it gives us certain laws or norms which has to be followed. Okay, with that we are able to learn how to socialize. Okay, they give a lot of funds for education, for many other purposes, wherein looking into that they will learn what to do. For example, you can learn about the hierarchy from the government, which you can compare with your own surrounding, inside your own institution, inside your own workplace. Okay, so all these things are being done. So they at once, a child is going to attain 18 years of age, they give them a position called as adult, wherein you become legally responsible for your own self. Okay, so all these things contribute to the socialization from the part of the government. So you can see all these are there. So first it is a family, after the family you move into the school, then you come into the contact with community or neighborhood, wherein you find out your peers and together you work on the mass media, and you are exposed to a variety of religion, and wherein you can see the government, wherein it is not going to be biased, it is going to treat people, it is going to help you learn about your surrounding, learn about your roles and responsibilities as a citizen of the country. Okay, so with this, we are completing with today's video, that is the types and the agents of socialization. Hope it was useful for you. Keep following for more videos in future. See you again other video. Thank you everyone.